Well, in the last hour, authorities in Los Angeles announced an arrest in connection to those deadly Palisades fires earlier this year. Destroyed so much property, caused hell for people down in L.A. That fire was part of a series of fires that sparked in January, and it's considered one of the largest fires in L.A. history. 12 people died, so many homes wiped out. So let's talk about the latest developments. CBS News correspondent Shanelle Kaul. Okay, Shanelle, what are you learning about what happened there and who they're fingering for this?
Yeah, a lot of new information released to us today, Reed. I mean, this was one of the most catastrophic fires in American history. And today, authorities are now saying, Reed, that they've arrested the person they believe is responsible. That person now identified as 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht. Listen to how officials believe that fire started.
After working the evening shift as an Uber driver, two of his passengers told law enforcement that he appeared agitated and angry that night. After dropping off a passenger in Pacific Palisades, Rinderknecht parked his car and tried and failed to contact a former friend. He exited the car, walked up a nearby trail, took iPhone videos at a nearby hilltop, and listened to a rap song whose music video including objects being lit on fire. The defendant had listened to this song and watched its music video repeatedly in the days leading up to the Lockman fire. 12 minutes into the new year, environmental sensing platforms indicated that a fire had started. It took the defendant several tries to contact 911 to report the fire. He fled the scene in his car, but turned around after passing fire engines driving in the opposite direction to fight the fire. While the Lockman fire burned, the defendant walked up the same trail from earlier that night to watch the fire and firefighters, using his iPhone to take short videos of the scene.
And Reed, investigators also believe that that initial fire they were just talking about there was mostly suppressed by firefighters, but then embers continued to smolder and burn underground. Then when we saw high winds kick up, it then spread the fire, causing what we now know to be the Pacific Palisades fire. Officials also saying today, Reed, that these allegations that they're talking about, they say they're supported by digital evidence. In fact, some of that evidence also includes Rinderknecht's ChatGPT history. They say that he prompted ChatGPT to give him a, quote, dystopian painting showing in part a burning forest and a crowd fleeing from it. I believe we have that ChatGPT photo to show you. This is it. And this was prompted by Rinderknecht, officials say, just months before the Pacific Palisades fire had started. This was and still is a pretty massive investigation, Reed, and it involves so many different agencies. We're talking about ATF, the LA County Fire Department, the LA Police Department, Orange County Fire Authority, and the U.S. Forest Service. They're all part of this. Together, they say they have analyzed 1.5 million phone records. They've processed 100 acres of damaged terrain. They've conducted, Reed, over 100 interviews and collected, get this, 13,000 pieces of evidence. So quite a substantial investigation already underway. Now moving forward, here's what's going to happen. Rinderknecht, we know, has now been charged with felony destruction of a property by means of fire. And so if convicted, Reed, that carries a mandatory minimum of 5 years in federal prison with up to 20 years possible.
Well, from a fire trail to a digital trail, those images you just showed are so chilling. For our viewers at home, if you want to get a closer up look at some of those images, you can go to the Instagram platform of CBS News' Jonathan Vigliotti. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but he covered those fires extensively, and he has some of those AI images that will be now used as evidence. Shanelle Kaul, thank you so much for listening in and bringing us the latest.